Hello everyone and welcome again to a new tutorial on how to work with the pen tool in Illustrator. This is an intro tutorial to anyone that wants to use the pen tool. Some of us have used this pen tool and we don't know how to control it, and basically it goes something like that. As a beginner, I have used the pen tool for a long time and I'm going to show you some tips and techniques on how you can actually manage the workflow and how you make this pen tool work for you for your projects. All right, so don't forget, guys, if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe. Just hit that button down there. And also, I'm going to provide you with a document that is going to be in my description that you can actually download. And let's get started. One of the things I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new document. I have just a standard document, and I'm going to go to File, Place, and I'm going to bring in my document that I'm sharing with you guys. Is this document. All right, so I'm going to align this to the center, and I'm going to go to Object, Lock, Selection. So remember, this file is provided for you. So this image is provided for you. It gives me basically a practice sheet on how you can use the pen tool in Illustrator. Just to give you a little anatomy of the curve, you're going to notice here we have what we call the anchor point. Anchor point is a little green dot. Right from that, you have what we call directional points, basically the direction on how the actual pen goes to the next point. Then you have a segment in between it, is the segment between 2 points. And basically that's the basic of the anatomy of a curve. So let's get started. This is going to be pretty straightforward. If you grab your pen tool, okay, grab your pen tool. Doesn't matter the color that you're going to use for your curve. You notice here on the left-hand side, you're going to see the fill. I'm going to remove the fill. I'm going to bring in the stroke color. Let me change that to a color that you guys can see it. Let me bring mine to a magenta. And there it is, the pen tool. Shortcut for the pen tool, guys, is the letter P, like Paul. And one of the things you're going to notice that we have a anchor. And the way you do that is just basically by clicking on the anchor. Then you're going to notice we're going to click on this anchor. What we're going to do is we're going to click and drag to the right. We're going to drag to the red dot. Now, if this starts going all crazy like this, one of the ways to stop that, if you hold that shift key, holding that shift key would allow you to maintain a nice straight line. All right, we're going to move on to the next step. We're going to come all the way over here. We're going to click on the anchor with the green boxes. We're going to click and drag, hold that shift key and go all the way to the red. Hold the space bar to pan to the right. And we're going to do the same thing. Click and drag to the right. We always drag into the right where the red line is. And holding that shift key, once you start dragging, would allow you to maintain that line or that curvature very precise. So click and drag, hold the shift key and drag it all the way to the red. Hold the space bar, click and drag. Again, click and drag, holding the shift key. We go to the red. Now we're going to create a single anchor by just clicking on the green. Very simple, very straightforward. Again, once you're done, you're going to notice there's still an attachment with the pen tool. Hit the escape on the keyboard, and now you have a full stroke. Remember, when using stroke, you can always go up here in the top. You can control the thickness of that stroke, and you can always customize it later on. That will be in another tutorial, but that will be one way to how you can actually create or draw a curve using the pen tool. Now, remember, if you like this content, don't forget to subscribe. You can always use my QR code, subscribe to my channel. Give me any comments, anything that I can do to improve my content. I'm more than welcome to do and content for you guys. That way you guys can learn how to use Illustrator. Now, the next thing we're going to do is how we can actually create linear lines using the pen tool as well. I'm going to grab the letter P, like pause the shortcut. We're going to click and click right where those green boxes are. You're going to notice by just clicking, it creates a nice linear line. Here we go. Hit escape. To create a perfect straight line, you click on the first square, hold the shift key and click on the secondary as well. Hit enter or escape. Then we click, hold the shift key to maintain a perfect straight line. Hold the shift key once you click in here. Drag first, don't drag, you just gotta move it and hold the shift key and then click. Hit enter and then you can start the next. So now this third one, you're gonna notice that it's a mix of linear lines and then we have a little curve and you're gonna see how simple this is gonna be. Once it becomes more detailed objects, you're gonna see how all this is gonna work and that's gonna be another tutorial. So I'm gonna click, click, click and drag to the right. And if it goes all crazy, hold that shift key and you drag and make it to the red. Now we're gonna click on the green target, click and drag, click, click, and enter. I'm gonna zoom out. Now this is a cool one here. It's basically how we can close on a curve and basically how we can create a perfect circle. So for this one, we're gonna do, we're gonna click on the anchor. We're gonna click and drag to the right. Remember, if you start doing all this, hold that shift key to maintain that nice straight line. And we're gonna click and drag, always drag it to the red. Click and drag. Click and drag. Now you're gonna notice that we have this opening here, and to wait to close it, you're gonna notice we're gonna go on top of the first anchor that we created, and you're gonna see a little circle at the bottom right. That means that this whole shape is gonna be closed. We're gonna click and drag, holding the shift key. We're gonna aim it to that blue section, and there you have it. You have a perfect closing curve. All right, guys, so that's it for this tutorial. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Leave your comments, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see some more of this content. I would love to create content like this. If you want to know about any other tools, please put it in my comments and I will get a video out for you guys as soon as I can. Thank you so much, guys, and have a blessed day. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you guys and share with your friends as well. Thank you again.